doing? Hope you can hear me okay. It's my first Periscope, so we'll see how it goes. Happy to finally be getting online with Periscope. I mean, it's been out for almost a year, so, it's getting pretty old by this time by internet technology. Anyways, it is my first Periscope, but I'm going to just get right into it and hope that people who are watching enjoy. And if so, you'd be interested in following me on Periscope or sharing content, that would be great. If you're out there and you want to say where you're from, then feel free to post in here. I would love to see some comments as to where people are connecting from. So as I said, it is my first Periscope, and I believe in the saying that anything worth doing is worth doing badly, at least at first. You don't want to keep doing it badly, but you accept what you do when you first started out. So I'm going to have some prizes for anyone who's interested in traffic to their website. That is kind of my specialty. So we'll have some prizes at the end for people who stick around. And so just to give a little bit of history, since my first Periscope, and I don't know whether people that are online are familiar with what I do, but my name's Matthew Graves, and I run a company called Web's Best Marketing. And since 2001, I have been helping small and businesses and home-based business owners generate traffic to their websites, and particularly in the entrepreneur and business opportunity area. So people are interested in getting into starting online businesses from home. Those are the targets of the traffic that I get primarily. And I do that through a combination of a variety of different types of membership and community sites. I started my first site, WebBiz Insider, in 2001, literally the day before 9/11. And it was a little slow going at first, but now has over 229,000 members. And all of my sites, which now number 14 different sites, have a total of 429,000 members as of yesterday. So, we've been pretty successful in signing up lots of people using an affiliate model and also through our own generation, but we've been doing it for 14 years. So I've learned some lessons over those 14 years on people who are starting businesses at home, because 14 years ago, that was me. I was sitting in my den, sitting at my computer, desperately trying to figure out how to make a little extra money online so that I could add it to my existing income. And when I first started my first site, WebBiz Insider, I thought that I was going to be creating a site that was essentially going to be a free giveaway to get people to join my list, and then once they were on my list, then I could sell them real stuff. But what actually happened was that the site became the product, and people were so interested in the site and so interested in upgrading and going from free members to becoming premium members and all the extra benefits they could get from that became the business. And I ran just the one site for quite a few years, until I launched the second one, which was another traffic exchange. And then I've launched several mailers and other traffic exchanges. I've done membership sites for network marketing, and I've also done a lot of consulting for larger marketers in the business. We just did a launch with another marketer in September that was a multiple seven-figure launch of a course that they had created. So I've had a lot of experiences over a lot of the different spectrum, and what I've kind of broken things down to, and the point of what I wanted to talk about tonight, because I'm going to talk about a lot of different things and a lot of Periscopes and a lot of blabs in the future, but I want to kind of get to the core, because I think a lot of people in the online business world are missing the core 4 elements that I think every online business owner needs to be focused on working on every day. Every day, at the end of the day, you should be able to sit back and say, what did I do in each of these 4 areas? And that should be able to determine whether or not you were successful and whether or not your business is moving forward. So the first area is the area that I think really is the most important. And the most important area when you're starting an online business from home is to focus on you. because how your business will succeed will depend on, as a reflection of how you grow over the time of building that business. So any sort of training, mindset, motivation, learning all the different things that you need to know about your business and how to do each of the other three areas better is where your primary focus needs to be. Only when you get good, and only when you learn, and only when you have the right motivation and the right mindset will you have success. I've heard it widely said that 80% of success is what's going on right up here in your head. If you're prepared for it and you're ready for it and you're constantly learning, then that will help to ensure your success. So being here on Periscope, learning from other people that are doing the kinds of things you're trying to do is an excellent way to do that. And trying new things, figuring out what works, what doesn't work. Online business is all an experiment, and every little piece of it is an experiment. We're experimenting every day to figure out what works and what doesn't work, and then continuing to do what is getting results and stop doing what's not getting results. That's why I'm on Periscope. I'm on Periscope because I'm looking for new ways to engage with my audience and engage with my members and be able to provide value that you guys will appreciate. So that's number one. So I always bookend my days with training, with working on myself. I get up first thing in the morning, do not check email. I do my best to try to avoid that. It's hard, it's very hard, but I try to avoid getting into the daily routine of checking to see how things were and what the numbers were and did I make any sales and et cetera, et cetera. I mean, we all want to make money when we sleep, but it's not the first thing I want to look at when I get up in the morning. The first thing I usually do is to just take a few moments and then try to do something that is going to kind of set the tone for the day in a positive way that's going to create, a very positive thinking mindset. So I'll read, I might watch some YouTube videos that I've been saving up that are related to online business. That's usually how I start first thing in the morning. That's also generally how I end first thing at the end of the day, is to go ahead and actually, again, read, listen to podcasts, watch videos, constantly be learning. You learn from books, you learn from people, you learn just from doing. But that's, you need to be working constantly on your motivation and your mindset. It's 80% of your success. So what is the other 20%? The second thing that you need to always have in an online business, if you want success, is traffic. You need traffic. You need an audience of people to be coming to your pages, to your site, reading your message, interacting with you and getting, familiar with you. So that's the first thing you need to be working on. How can you get exposure to people? So that is maybe learning the different tactics. And it's important that there are hundreds of different tactics you can do to generate traffic to your websites. You can use traffic exchanges, you can use safe list mailers, you can use SEO and Google search, you can use advertising, paid advertising with Facebook ads, with Google. There are hundreds of tactics that you can use to generate traffic. So each of those are something that you can pursue. But the important thing is to try to focus on one tactic at a time and master it. Get really good at one thing before you start getting into other things. Avoid that shiny object syndrome. So if you're really focused on Facebook ads and you're setting up a Facebook ad spend and you're spending $5 a day on Facebook ads, work on optimizing those ads. Figure out how to do that well first. Figure out how to convert that traffic into sales and into signups for your site. And that's area 2. So area 1 is working on yourself. Area 2 is generating traffic and the different things you can do to get more traffic to your web pages. The third thing is conversions. You need to constantly be thinking about conversion. So you've got traffic coming to your web page, but what are you doing to convert them? Because frankly, there's all different kinds of conversions, but traffic that just bounces off your site and that comes to your site, looks at the page, leaves never to be seen again, is of almost zero value. So you need to be working on your conversions. You need to be figuring out what is it that I'm offering on my site that is going to get that person to put in their email address and go ahead and sign up for your site. And that is a constant thing that you have to be working on every day. So you need to be looking at the traffic that's coming in. You need to be looking at what they're doing when they're on the site using Google Analytics or Mixpanel or any of the different tracking services that are out there that you may have on your site or on your pages. You need to look at how many of them are converting into leads. And your ultimate goal when somebody comes to your site initially is not to sell them something. Those days are gone. You can't generally sell off cold traffic. You need to warm them up first. They need to get to know you a little. And the best way to do that is to focus on an offer that is going to get them to sign up for your list. You need to get them to give you your email address in exchange for something of value that you're going to offer them. Maybe it's a video, maybe it's a piece of training, maybe it's an ebook. There's a variety of different things, but it has to be compelling for the audience that you're looking for. And you get them to give their email address and get signed up. Then once they're signed up, then there's also the conversions of over time. How do you convert those people into actual sales? So you've got them on your list. Then the goal becomes, how do I educate them, screen them, motivate them to be able to take action, to purchase, sign up for something that I want them to sign up for? How am I going to motivate them and influence them to do that? That's conversions too. And again, that's a numbers game. That's all something that you have to know what your numbers are. You can't tweak conversions if you don't have tracking. So you've got to have tracking. And the tracking that you use will depend on what you're using for website technology. Maybe you're using something like Lead Pages. Lead Pages has tracking integrated into it. If you have your own WordPress site or blog, then you probably have Google Analytics. So you need to learn how to use Google Analytics. So use part of that training time to do that. So conversions. How do you convert raw traffic into signups? And then how do you convert signups into sales? That is the other thing, the third thing that you need to focus on in your online business. And then the fourth thing is engagement. How do you engage with the people on your list in order to get them to know, like, and trust you? Because over time, that is the only thing that's going to matter. The difference between a good list and a bad list isn't how large the list is, it's how engaged the people are with the person who's managing that list. So you see a lot of people that are doing what I'm doing right here on Periscope, different ways that you can add value to those people so that they will learn about you, they'll learn to know you, they'll learn to like you, and they'll learn to trust you. When someone knows, likes, and trusts you, and you've built that in a very organic way by actually adding value into their lives, and they're listening and they're engaged with you, then you have the ability to be able to recommend things to them, be it your own products, be it affiliate products that you're trying to sell, that they will want to take action on because they trust you. They are going to believe that if you are going to recommend something to them, it's going to be something that's going to benefit them. And you have to treat that trust with care. You have to really hold it, and you have to take care of it and make sure that you don't betray it. Because that is your biggest asset in your business, is that trust that you have with that list. So you've gotten people to sign up for the list, and now you're working, you're engaging with them, and you're providing value and just helping them solve the problems. Because ultimately, that's where all of your income will come from. Your income is all income earned ethically is a result of value creation. You have to create value for people. You have to either help them get things that they want that they don't have, or you have to help them get rid of problems that they have and don't want. So that needs to be the focus of what you do, is how are you going to get that sort of value and how can you add that? What is your unique ability? What is it that you can provide for people that they want and that will help them either get something they want that they don't have or eliminate a problem that they have and don't want? that is going to be the key to the value you add to your list, and ultimately to getting them to know, like, and trust you, and ultimately purchase a product that you either recommend or sell. And then the cycle all comes around. It's getting people in, so traffic, converting them into leads, and then ultimately into sales, and the process of both getting the traffic and converting them is all built upon the engagement that you have with them. So when I engage with my list, they recommend me to other people, which helps me get more traffic and exposure. When I engage with my list, I add value, which means that I'm going to get greater conversions. They're all tied in together. But at the end of the day, each day, you should be able to take a checklist and you should be able to say, what did I do today to help build my own personal development? What did I do today for training? Area number 1, sharpen the saw, as Stephen Covey would say. What did I do to sharpen the saw today? How am I a little bit better than I was yesterday? And then secondarily, what did I do to get more traffic, more exposure, to get more people to see my stuff? And then 3, what did I do? And did I look at my numbers? And did I try some things? Did I split test? What did I do to get more of those people that are looking at my stuff to convert onto my list? Or what did I do to come up with a great offer for people to buy that are already on my list? How am I doing to increase my conversions? Area number 3. And then area number 4, what did I do to add value to the people that are part of my community? What did I do to engage them, to give them a glimpse of what I do and what motivates me, and to help them solve the problems? Those are the 4 T's to online business. And each day you have to be working in each of those 4 areas. Because if you're not working on it, there are other people out there that are. There are other people out there who are hustling and who are trying to attract the same people that you are. And every person only has a certain amount of attention span, and you're vying for a piece of that attention span. So what are you going to do to be able to get that attention? So that is my focus for my first Periscope. I'm going to keep it a little light, a little short. I don't want to bore people too much. So I'd appreciate if anyone wants to follow or join me, so that my future ones, you can be notified when I'm doing Periscopes in the future. And if you can share it with your friends, that would be fantastic too. And I promised at the beginning that I would offer a little bonus or a little prize at the end. So I actually have a bonus for anyone who's listening right now, if you want to go ahead and take action on this. If you're looking to get traffic to your website, just send me an email. Send it to support@webs, W-E-B-S, best, B-E-S-T, marketing.com. That is my main company domain. So support@websbestmarketing.com. And just let me know that you are on the Periscope, and I will get you hooked up with 500 visitors for your website. So we'll send you 500 visitors to your website if you just send me an email and let me know what you thought of the Periscope tonight. It's my first one. I hope I did okay. Give me some feedback. Let me know what I can do better in the future. I plan on doing these at least every couple of days for the next 30 days and see how it sticks and how people like it. And hopefully we'll be able to create a lot of value for the people that are watching these broadcasts. So I appreciate everything, and thank you very much for listening to me. I really appreciate you giving me that little piece of your time in your life. Have a good night.